We took the short walk to Dice Station, where we took the Class 158 DMU operated by ScotRail to Aberdeen. At Aberdeen, we were met by our tour guides, Keith Jones from Great North of Scotland Railway Society and NMRA member Paul Flint.
Hopefully I'll good luck. More information is always. Some from America, some from Europe.
Paul is a driver with the NNER, driving 125s between Leeds and Edinburgh, and gave us a quick guide to the controls.
So this is the old 125. It hasn't been changed much since they were built, really. The power controls are this side. Basically, you've got 5 power notches. So you use 3 train wires with the jumper, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, all that, to get basically the different engine speeds, and then the engine governor sorts out the alternator for your traction motors. All right, the amps are there with twice the amps on twice the voltage on here than the old, like the 47 diesel or something like that. It was about 800 volts with these it's 1500 volts. So at 1000 amps you've got 1500 volts, 1000 amps. So that's about what you get when you're about 1500 when you first start away, and then about 1000. And after about 80 miles an hour it starts to drop down with a back EMF. All right. Yeah. The braking controller over here. It's actually it's an automatic air brake. But we've got this valve in there called an E70, which is basically the year it was invented. Yeah. And the idea of that is that via the train wires as well, whatever we do in the front cab is relayed to the back cab. So the brake is actually being applied from both ends at the same time, but it's only being released from the front. So that's where a bit of skill comes in, because it's a bit slower to release than it is to apply. But because it applies both ends at the same time, that's why we could stop in the same, and with disc brakes, we can stop in the same speed from 125 on these as we can from 100 with a loco wall set, so they didn't have to move all the signals. Right? So that's it. This is the most modern type of radio. Please don't touch the buttons there, because the red button will actually send an alarm to every train in this area. So if there's obstruction on the line or something, you know, that's a lifesaver really, that you can stop the job. 52.
Especially when you consider these were supposed to be the stop.
The 125 is now ready for its departure to Leeds. The station facade is now enclosed in a new shopping mall. The tour concluded with a walk round the city centre, reaching as far as the ferry port. We estimated the total walking distance was about 3 miles. Hills Country was featured in the October 2019 edition of Continental Modeller. Originally owned by Colchester MRC in Essex, construction was begun in 1998 and the layout first exhibited at the Milton Keynes Endgauge show in 2001. It was originally a DC layout, but was later converted to DCC. Due to a lack of space at the Colchester Club, it was sold to Patrick Grace, who transported it to his new home in Scotland. It is operated today by two of its builders, Patrick Grace and Paul Evans. This free mode layout was mainly operated by Thamesider's member Andy Ambrose and his brother Richard. A full description of the layout, including its conception and erection, is given in an article by Andy Ambrose in the October edition of the Thamesider's House magazine, Ditchlight.